Lost in the Sun by Lisa Graff. Prologue. When we were real little kids, Mom used to take Aaron and Doug and me to Sal's Pizzeria for dinner almost every Tuesday, which is when they had their family night special. I think she liked it because she didn't have to worry about dinner for the three growing boys for one night. But we liked it because there was this claw machine there, one of those giant contraptions with toys inside, all sorts, and a metal claw that you moved around with a joystick to try to grab at the toys. As soon as we got into the restaurant, Mom would hand us $2, which is how much it cost for 3 tries, and we'd huddle around the machine and plan our attack. We didn't want to waste the $2, so we usually took the whole amount of time until our pizza came up trying to get one of those toys. Back then, I had my eye on a fuzzy blue monster, and Doug was desperate for one of the teddy bears, but after a while, we would have settled for anything. Aaron, as the oldest, was a designated joystick manipulator, and Doug, the youngest, would stand at the side and holler when he thought Aaron had the best angle for a chosen toy. I was in charge of strategy. Mom would sit at the table waiting for our pizza and read her book. I think she enjoyed the claw machine even more than we did. We spent 6 months trying for a toy in that claw machine. $48. Never got a single thing. No one else had gotten one either. We could tell. None of the stuffed animals ever shifted position. But we were determined to be the first. Finally, the owner, Sal Jr., made us stop. He said he couldn't, in his good conscience, let us waste any more money. They got a key from the back room and unlocked the side of the window panel of the claw machine and showed us. "See how flimsy this thing is?" he said, poking at the claw. "Here, Trent, have a look." He boosted me up till I was practically inside the machine and let me fiddle with the claw too. After that, it was Doug's turn, then Aaron's. A cheap piece of metal like that, Sal Jr. told us, it could never grab a hold of one of those toys. Not if you had the best aim in the world. Not in 1,000 years. And you know why? Why? I asked. I was mesmerized, I remember. I'll tell you that, Trent, because look. That's when Sal Jr. grabbed hold of the teddy bear's arm, yanked it hard. It wouldn't budge. You could hear the bear's stitching rip, just a little. "They're all packed in together super tight," I said when I figured it out. "There's no room for any of them to go." "Exactly," Sal Jr. told me. He locked the side window panel back up. "Consider that a lesson in economics, boys." We got 2 pizzas on the house that night with extra everything. Aaron was so mad about the claw machine he hardly ate. He said Sal Jr. had been stealing our money from the start, so it didn't matter if he gave us pizza after. He was still a crook. Doug disagreed. He gobbled up his pizza so fast you'd never even have known he wanted a teddy bear. Me, though, I was more fascinated than anything. I felt like I'd learned a real lesson, a grown-up one, and it stuck with me. That's the day I figured out that no matter how hard you tug at something, no matter how bad you want it, sometimes it just can't be pride-free. I thought about the claw machine a lot after Jared died, because there were days, who am I kidding, every day was one of those days when I wished I could lift the moment out of my life, just scoop it up with an industrial-sized claw and toss it right into the metal bin, remove it from existence, so that it never happened at all. But I knew that wasn't something I could ever do, and not just because I didn't have a magic claw machine with the power to erase events from history. No, I knew I could never disappear that moment. Because just like with the claw machine, there were so many events pushed up around it that there'd be no way to get it to budge. Everything that happened before and everything that happened after. Those moments were all linked together, smushed together. Still, I couldn't help thinking that if I had to do it over, I never would have hit that hockey puck.